Hi everyone, I'm Chef Angela Rose Capana from Eat Your Heart Out Edibles. I'm a personal chef and I create custom meals for my clients. But now I want to share my favorite tips, tricks, and recipes from my kitchen to yours. And if you're hungry for more, make sure to click the subscribe link below. Hey everyone, happy spring. Easter's this weekend, so I thought I'd share with you my family tradition of Italian Easter bread, or you may know it as eggs in a basket. Either way, it's a fun little recipe to make, so follow along and watch. Alright, so step number one, you're gonna get a cup and a quarter of milk. I'm using 1%, but you can use any percentage that you like. And then a third of the cup of butter, and you're gonna add that to a medium-sized saucepan. And what I'm gonna do is walk over to the stove and you're gonna let this all melt together. You don't want it to come to a boil, but just kind of all melted together. So here we go. Step number two, to your stand mixer with your hook attachment, you're gonna add a half a cup of white sugar. You're going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. So 1 teaspoon, 2, here's the quarter, and then you're gonna add a pinch of salt, and then 2 eggs. And while this is in here, I have my butter and the milk that's melting together on the stove, and I'm just gonna give this a quick mix. And then what I do is add the melted milk and butter combo to this mixture. I forgot to hook it in. Do as I say, not as I do. All right, just let that combine. And I'm gonna head over to the stove and see if everything's mixed together. Okay, so the butter and the milk is all melted together. I've removed the dough hook from my mixture and plugged it back in, and now I'm gonna turn the mixture, the kitchen mixer back on to low speed and slowly add this melted butter and milk combo. And then from here, what you're gonna do is start adding your flour, and then hopefully you'll get a lovely dough. I like to add just a little bit at a time because you don't want scrambled eggs to take place here. Now, you're going to add 2 cups of flour to this. You're going to turn it off. So you need 4 cups of flour total, but I start by just adding 2 at a time. 1, 2, here we go. So this is where a little bit of time takes place. You gotta let this incorporate, and then you add the other 2 cups of flour. Okay, so I have the 2 cups of flour that have been incorporated with the mixture I had, and now I'm gonna add the remaining 2 cups of flour. So like I said, 4 cups total. And I'm using white flour here. I've never tried it with whole wheat, so enter at your own risk. Turn this off so it doesn't go all over my face. 1 blooper and 1 video is enough. That's 1, and here comes 2. All right, give these a mix, and then once this is incorporated, you're gonna let this proof for about, I would say almost an hour, until it doubles in size. So I have my oven set to proof, and I'm gonna stick this in there when it's done mixing, and then you'll get to the fun part. All right, so I pulled the Easter dough out of my oven that was set to proofing. So it proofed for about an hour, doubled in size. It might take a little longer, a little less, but you're just trying to get the dough to double in size. And then on a lightly floured surface, you're gonna dump it and give it a little massage, and have some flour handy in case it's sticky and you need to add some more to it. And what I'm going to do is cut this dough into 6 equal portions, and then we're gonna get fancy and we're going to weave some bread baskets. So cut this 1, uniform. I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but you just don't want real thick and real thin pieces. And in the center of these little bread bowls, Easter egg baskets rather, I put hard-boiled dyed Easter eggs, but you also could put raw eggs in there and then they'll cook in the oven to like a soft-boiled egg. You just have to keep it in the refrigerator if you do that afterwards. Okay, so now I have 6 portions of bread and we're gonna make 3 baskets with them. So you're gonna kind of get 2 pieces at a time, put a little more flour down, and make a rope out of each of them. This is if you have kids, they can help with this part because this is kind of like Play-Doh. And then get the ends and kind of squish them together and just give them a twist. So it's not really a braid, it's more like a twisted bread. If you want to get fancy, you could French braid it. So now I've roped the 2 ropes together and twisted them. And now form them into a basket. And on a parchment lined pan, I'm going to stick these. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other 4 pieces, making 2 more baskets. And then from here, you're going to let them proof for about another 15 minutes. And then I'll walk you through the final step. All right, so an hour's gone by. Our bread bowls, Easter egg bowls have about doubled in size. And now the final step. You're going to get an egg. We're going to make a little egg wash to put on the top. I add a little bit of water and beat them all together. This just helps it get golden brown. So egg wash on the top. And then if desired, and I desire it, I'm going to add some little rainbow sprinkles, nonpareils on top. And if you want it, you could even add a little bit of food dye to the egg wash and make each basket like a different pastel color. So now, some sprinkles. And then, like I said before, you can use either a hard-boiled dyed Easter egg, which is my preference, because that way the eggs are ready to go and it looks more decorative. But if you don't have time, you can also put a raw egg and stick these into the center of the bowls. Like so. And now set your oven to 350 degrees and bake them for about 20 minutes until the bottoms get golden brown and they're all hollow when you tap them. So I will pull these out in about 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, we'll see how it goes, and I will show you the final product. So, from my Italian kitchen to yours, happy Easter!